What is up, guys? Heather Hooker here from the Fit Mom Tribe, and today I want to share some of my favorite sweet treats. I know when you are first making this transition from a standard American diet over to a low-carb, high-fat, ketogenic diet, you are going to experience these intense sugar cravings, sweet cravings. And so these things are really helpful to have on hand because they are low carb, lower carb, or low carb, or zero carb. So they help you get past that craving, get into deeper ketosis, become more fat adapted, where those cravings actually disappear. So I like to keep these things on hand just in case of emergency. That way, if I'm out and I'm tempted by something else, I know that I can go home and I've got a low carb, sweet alternative waiting for me as soon as I walk in the door. So the first thing is my favorite is my cookie dough fat bomb recipe, which I made a video for, and I will post that video below. It's so delicious. I've long been obsessed with anything that is cookie dough or cookie dough flavor, and these have a lot of fat in them, so they are also very filling. The second option is my peanut butter almond butter, chocolate almond butter fat bombs. Those are also delicious. They're like a chocolatey fudge flavor with a little bit of nut butter. You could make them with a low carb or a zero carb peanut butter as well. But both of those are really good options. I like to keep them in the freezer and pull one out whenever one of those urges hits me to cheat. But I know that making your own fat bombs is not an option every single week, or sometimes you make them on Sunday and by Wednesday they're gone and you just don't have time. You're running around with kids. So I wanted to share some convenience picks that I also like to keep on hand in case of a craving emergency. So the first one is, let me go by like easiest to find to like more specialized. So this is the first one. And some people might disagree with me on this because there are keto purists. But this is sugar-free Jello. It hits the spot when you need something, you don't want to completely bust your macros. So sugar-free Jello, I like to keep this around. The second thing that I like to keep on hand, and I love like sour flavor. I love Sour Patch Kids and things like that. I pretty much love all types of candy, but this hits that sort of sour, tangy craving. And these are sugar-free lemon drops. You can find these with the diabetic candy. They are sweetened with Splenda, and all of the carbs come from sugar alcohols. So these, again, are a little, well, pretty much everything is controversial in the keto world, but you don't really have to count sugar alcohols. It's not going to necessarily knock you out of ketosis. I have eaten these and still seen great results and still stayed in ketosis. So it's up to you. Some people are more sensitive to things like that. I am not, luckily. Okay, so then we've got these. I've tried every low carb, low sugar chocolate bar, all of them. And this one is the best, hands down, bar none. Lily's chocolate is stevia sweetened. Let's check the carbs on this. So there's 2 servings in this whole bar, 21 grams of carbs, 11 grams of dietary fiber, and 6 grams of erythritol. So if you're counting net carbs, this is going to be like less than 5 for 1 serving, and this is 2 servings. You can also dip this, break off little pieces, dip it in peanut butter or almond butter. It's a really, really good craving killer. These taste just like regular chocolate bars to me versus some other chocolate bars that I have tried that are low carb that do not. And then the last thing, and this is, and you find these at Whole Foods. You can find them online. Sometimes they'll have them at like specialty, like more higher end grocery stores. That's the only places that I've found Lily's. And obviously you can order them online. You can order everything online. Okay, so this is the last thing. And these are new. These are a new find for me, but they're called Enlightened. And they come in 2 different flavors that I found locally to me. This is chocolate peanut butter swirl. It doesn't actually look like that. It's not that pretty. It's not that dark for real. But these are sweetened with erythritol. So one of these has 5 net carbs, but it also has 7 grams of protein. So unlike regular sugary junk ice cream, it's going to help fill you up and keep you fuller after you eat one of these. They're really good. You have to let them thaw on the countertop for like 5 or 10 minutes, and they're better because they are pretty hard right out of the freezer. But these are delicious. I also got the salted caramel, and I have not even tried those yet because the taste of the chocolate peanut butter one is really good. So I just keep eating these. But that's my picks. That's the things that I like to keep on hand at all times for whenever those cravings hit. It also helps me stay on track if I'm out somewhere and I'm offered something like birthday cake or, some sort of sweet dessert. It's easier for me to say no when I know I can go home and I've got one of these things or my fat bombs waiting on me ready to go, and it's going to keep me in ketosis and it's not going to kick me out. So I hope that this video helps, and please comment below, like, subscribe, let me know what kind of videos you want to see next. I feel like I'm running out of ideas of things to talk about as far as the keto diet goes, but could definitely use your input as far as what to make next. So thank you